Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Sauce. Quick update on how tonight's going. Obviously, we hit all the Wake Forest bets, paid out nice for us. Charlotte, our main bet pushed. We lost the extra bet, the -6.5, the teased. As far as Liberty, they're tied right now in the fourth quarter, and we're laying 6.5 points, so it doesn't look good. It looks like we're going to break even tonight. I'll keep you posted in the next video. In this episode, we got a nice little rivalry game here. We're traveling down to the Big 12, Texas Tech versus Texas. Let's talk about it. Welcome to The Sauce. The Sauce. The Sauce. Hey, get the sauce. So we got the Red Raiders versus the Longhorns here, rivalry game. As of Tuesday morning, Texas was laying 7.5 points, but look at the money here. Early money is definitely on Texas Tech. I think it was like 71% or 79%, one of those. So Texas Tech is getting the action. I want you to check this out though. So the money was on Texas Tech. Keyword was, because look what happened this week. The money did a full 180 flip. We are now looking at 65% of the money on Texas, and the books react to it heavy. The line has moved from 7.5. We are all the way up to Texas -9 now. So let's cap this game. If you subscribe to this channel, you already know the first step. We're running the numbers through the spreadsheet. According to the analytics, Texas should be favored in this game by 8.77 points, which tells us absolutely nothing because the line is at 9. So no lean at all there. It means our spreadsheet's working well. Gives us no lean as far as making a bet. Let's run through a quick breakdown of this game. I'll start with the quarterback change in Texas, and I think we all saw this coming. Casey Thompson has officially been named the starting quarterback at Texas, and who could blame the Longhorns for making that move? As a whole, this kid, Casey Thompson's been much better than Hudson Card. I want to take a look at the Arkansas game specifically, that game we cashed big on with Arkansas +7. Yep, I know you remember that. But I want to take a look at that game specifically, and you'll see why they made the quarterback switch. Hudson Card started that game at Arkansas, right? He was the quarterback for 10 Texas Longhorn drives, right? 10 drives. He produced a total of 106 yards of offense on all 10 of those drives. When he was taken out of the game, the score was 33-7 Arkansas. So Hudson Card comes out after quarterbacking 10 drives, and in comes Casey Thompson to take the snaps for the last 2 drives of this game. Both drives, not one, both of them were 75-yard touchdown drives. So Hudson Card, 106 yards in the first 10 drives of the game. In the final 2, Casey Thompson goes $150. Then in the next game, Casey Thompson starts, and they completely smoke Rice 58-0. So yeah, Casey Thompson has earned this starting spot. It's clear the Longhorn offense is definitely better with Casey Thompson at quarterback. The question is, how does that offense look, that Casey Thompson offense? How does that match up against Texas Tech's defense? Well, that's kind of a loaded question that's tough to answer at this point in the season. Believe it or not, though, Texas Tech has the #1 rated defense in the entire Big 12 up to this point in the season. The first 3 weeks, Texas Tech, highest rated defense in the conference. But we have to take into consideration they've played a pretty weak schedule so far. But weak schedule or not, I really think Texas Tech, their defense has the right strengths to give the Texas Longhorns offense problems. Specifically, they're very sure tacklers and they're very good against the run. Pure Football Focus has them as a 90.4 rated defense against the run. If you're familiar with PFF, you know that's a really good rating. And Texas, as we already know, they rely on Bijan Robinson. And now that Casey Thompson likes to run, they're going to be even more heavily reliant on the run game now that Hudson Card isn't starting. As far as the Texas Tech offense, we haven't really seen them play a formidable defense yet, but I will say last week against Florida International, Tyler Shough was nearly perfect. He threw for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns in that game. And yeah, Florida International isn't the most impossible defense to throw on, but the thing is, a game like that, 4 touchdowns, 400 yards, right before a big game against Texas, it definitely got the kids' confidence up. So who are we betting in this game? So is Texas 9 points better than Texas Tech? Probably. They probably are. But the emotion, the rivalry in this game, I don't know if I'm comfortable laying 9 points. Not to mention, I like Texas Tech's run defense. Might force Casey Thompson to have to make a few throws he doesn't want to make. Let's not forget, in last year's matchup between these two teams, Texas Tech was out 15 points with just 3 minutes remaining and ended up losing the game. But this year, there's not going to be any Sam Ehlinger magic to save Texas this year. I'm going to bet the Red Raiders, man. I think Texas wins this one, but it's a close game. It's a high-scoring game, a shootout, if you will. I'm happy to take 9 points. Give me Texas Tech plus 9. This one's probably going to end up on the final ticket, too. I'm really confident. I don't even care what Toast and C-Picks say. I'm on Texas Tech here. Final ticket posted on KyleKirms.com at 10:30 a.m. It'll have every single bet I'm making for the day, which should be about 40 bets. My top 3 bets, my top 5 bets, and my top 7 bets, my bet of the day, and my parlay of the day, all posted on one big sheet on KyleKirms.com at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Also, if there's any crazy changes, injury updates, line movements, money shifts, anything like that, I will definitely put it on my Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook. So make sure you check those platforms before you place your bets. College game day, college football Saturday, week 4 is here. Let's make some more money. We're already up over 10 units. I'll talk to you on Twitter.